Guys, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is episode 188 of the Scope FPS podcast. And probably going to lose all the viewers right now, but we are keeping it an FPS podcast this week. Probably not a lot of ARC Raiders talk. I'm so sorry. We got a metric shat load of other stuff to talk about. Battlefield 6 is going on with the next phase of season 1. I'm going to be cool and coin my own phrase and call it season 1.2. It's like the second phase of season 1. And then we got some Bellum. Blue's got some hands-on with that. COD and Tarkov did release, and we got quite a few quick shots this week to go over. So a lot of stuff to talk about. I am one of your co-hosts, Crash, joined by my other two co-hosts, BlueTheRobot and Buffnerd Gaming. What is up, men?
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hello.
It's good to see you guys. You guys good? You all right?
Golden, man. Golden.
How fast has this year gone? Holidays sneaking up on us already. Thanksgiving.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm gonna get my tree up this weekend, hopefully.
Yeah. Are you guys one to get the Christmas stuff before Thanksgiving or after?
Whenever you want, America.
Usually I'm after.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, usually I'm after, but I don't know. I'm ready for. I feel like once Halloween's over, you're ready. It doesn't matter.
You do what you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Not a big Halloween guy. I don't know. That's just not just me. My brother is. They friggin' love everything that has to do with Halloween. But
I think it's a trash holiday and I hate it.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. It is fun to dress up and go out, but that's about it.
The costumes are funny. I saw wacky inflatable tube men. I know I talked about last time.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That was funny.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
I could, dude. That you always. Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Watched a lot of Family Guy.
Family Guy.
I used to watch that show religiously, dude. That's good stuff. What have you guys? What have you guys been up to? What have you been up to, Blue? What are you playing? What's going on over there, man?
I know lately I haven't been playing too much other than some Bellum, which we'll talk about, and some Battlefield 6. Once I saw that skin come out, I figured if I'm going to buy it, I might as well play the game a little bit, you know, kind of make up for those 2,400 coins I spent.
Coins? Battlefield coins?
Battle coins. Yeah, just been busy with Incursion, man. It's you know, holidays and whatnot. So by the time the holidays are over and we're all kind of like, the team is still working throughout the holidays. So, you know, once it happens, January is right around the corner, which means update month. So gonna be pretty hands-on for that. So,
dude, it's nutty. Yeah, it's crazy how fast this year's going, and you're already bringing that 2026 talk in here. That's crazy. What do we?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, 2026, dude. I thought we'd had flying cars by now.
I know.
Dang it, man. Come on, Elon.
Yeah, what's he doing over there?
What's he doing? Just shaking hands of Ronaldo, I guess. I don't know. I think I saw a picture of him.
I can't keep up with what everybody's doing.
I got too much going on, man.
That's it, huh? How about you, Buff? What have you been up to, man?
Working out, going to sporting events, concerts,
getting jacked and tan,
living life.
Dude, I'm less orange this week, thankfully. So that spray tan's wearing off. So I'm gonna make a point to actually go and get tanned.
You should use Trump's spray tan guy next time.
No, definitely not.
Get that shade of orange going.
The UV rays for the winter is always good for the darkness.
That's what I hear.
Is the world around this time of year. So yeah, been keeping busy, playing a little bit of Battlefield here and there. So it's like coming up now. It's coming up in the holiday season and everything like that. I'm gonna have more time off from work, so I'm looking forward to doing some more streaming and grinding RedSec and some other games too. So
heck yeah, man. I have so much time off because my daughter was born last year, so I used parental leave, and then I had a bunch of user leave that we have to use or it doesn't carry over. And then we had this shutdown, so I was off that whole time. I didn't use any leave. So I think I'm only working like 9 days in the month of December, like the whole month. So yeah, I'll be chilling too. However, I will be playing Strike Point because that is the best game mode in Battlefield and quite possibly the best game mode of our time. it's in modern history, as far as this year's history, Strike Point is incredible. Everybody should be playing it. If they came out with a ranked Strike Point mode, I would quit my job and just be a pro for the elderly bracket. We're talking esports. We got to have an age bracket, and I feel like
if I'm senior citizen bracket for sure.
If I'm competing against other AARP members, I will dominate. I will.
I feel like you can even compete against younger cats out there.
I'm incredible at Strike Point. I just want everyone to know that. We do have we have around an 85 win-loss rate. 100 and some wins. Going for the 90. Can we do 90? I don't know. The 90% win-loss would be pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, dude, it's fun. I've been playing so much Strike Point. And like the new map, I'm so happy. I was really worried when the new season was gonna drop, like they were gonna pull a typical DICE and not support it, like on the new maps, you know, just like leave it where it was. But it is on the new map, so it's on the new Eastwood map. So they're continuing to support Strike Point. And yeah, it's what I've been doing. Sprinkling a little ABI in there. It just doesn't have the same luster to it as without pumpkins, man. It's just not the same. Shut up, Buff.
That's what I hear.
It's just not the
That's
same,
everyone
man.
was saying. Everyone's like, dude, no pumpkins.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone's talking about the lack of pumpkins right now. I made 12.5 million Cohen on pumpkins. I don't even want to hear it. But
I'm definitely gonna jump back into that a little bit, probably during my time off. And
I think we're probably within a few weeks of hearing about the next season, and I'm pretty excited for the new map. Like it's a giant airport. Is going to be so cool.
That'll be good, and some new weapons will definitely bring me back in for sure.
Yeah, I did start to use in that game. I've been starting to use weird weapons. Like I've been going back to like doing cursed weapon builds, like putting a 15x on a shoddy with AP20 or AP20 slugs, and like super magnified Uzis with 7N31 and drum mags, and just making like Frankenstein guns and running around.
Crazy that it works, though. That's the thing.
It can work, yeah, it can, but it also doesn't sometimes. But it's all funny. The only part of that I wish I could see the reaction of whoever picked up my gun's face, and that was really cool when we were doing that in the creator playtest for like when Northridge was like being tested by creators. I'd get killed by a streamer, and then I'd go to their stream really fast and watch their reaction when they would loot my gun and be like, "What the hell is this, dude?
What is this guy? What is this noob using?"
So it was that was pretty funny, but that's what I've been up to. I've been still hanging out with ABI and Strike Point, kind of alternating that. And I think, I think we're all a testament to you can live your life without Arc Raiders, and you can do it. You can survive.
I mean, shout out to all those. I mean, I keep seeing a bunch of people enjoying the game. You know what's still again, just to kind of
I am gonna play it.
Put that out there. I keep getting at tags and stuff like that for Incursion because of this game more.
This
game has done more marketing for our game than I have.
That's awesome.
And that's my job. So
that's awesome. I don't know how you do it.
I guess people just don't like the PvP. It's like that's the whole point, man.
Yeah,
you know?
That's why they delayed it.
It's like they get really upset when someone betrays them or turns on them. I don't know if you saw that Big Fry tweet of the dude that was just really, really upset. And like he's like, this is why no one liked your channel. You act all friendly at first. I might have to bring it up later, but little quick shot.
Is that the one that
maybe a reaction? Is
that the one that comment on Fry's video that was like ultra unhinged? Like,
yeah, I think it's because it was like because he betrayed him. Maybe Fry has been known to do that.
Oh, it's content.
It's hilarious.
That's
dude.
just
I love
content.
He's like, hey, by the way, guess what? There was another clip just real quick too. It was a guy. He's like, hey man, is this your extract? Mind if I tag along? Yeah, sure. And then like 3 randoms, right? And then all of a sudden, at the very last second, he goes, sorry, man, this is for XP, and shoots one of the guys in there. And then it goes to like the end screen. It's like, damn, dude. Like,
that's brutal.
It's brutal.
Yeah, trust
it's hilarious.
no one, man. Take it from someone. I played the wipe in Tarkov. I played the first wipe in Tarkov after they added prox chat. Just trust no one, man. Like,
oh, dude, I can't believe we've been around since they had a prox chat,
same thing happened
dude.
to me too. Same thing happened to me.
There was a
If
thing
you
going
do it.
around where people would drop stuff for scavs, and when they go to their inventory to pick it up, they'd like execute them and stuff.
Right there. Yeah. Wasn't there a reason for that? It's like you didn't get like
Oh,
no, there used
scav
to be
karma.
they used to do something to prevent them from losing scav karma to then just one tap of scav.
Yeah, there. Well, no,
It's
I
been
mean
a
they
while.
just
It's been
added
so
scav
long.
karma where it's like drops your rep with fence if you kill other scavs.
Oh, that's why they added that, because people were just going
Probably,
around
yeah.
killing.
Yeah, it came in around the same time if I do remember right. But yeah, I have noticed that there is a subset of people that just complain about everything on the internet, and it's crazy. Like they hate everything, and they can't be positive. And Battlefield's a great game, but that being said, this update has pissed me off, and I'm going to tell you what. I'm just kidding. I'm kind of one of those people.
You just want to go against the grain. That's why. Okay,
I'm a contrarian. I
guy.
march to the beat of my own drum, Blue. I do my own thing. No, anyway, I had some tough times with the season launch. I was wondering if you guys had any of this. So it might be a driver update. I did have a driver update, but I used DLAA, anti-aliasing, and every match when I ADS since the update, my screen goes like crazy, and I have to switch it. I have to go into the settings, switch it to TAA and back to DLAA, and it's good.
Wait, what? Every time you ADS?
No, it would do it every time I ADS, and to fix it at the beginning of the match, I just switch my anti-aliasing method to another one and back, and then it's okay for that match. And then in the next match, when I ADS, it's all glitchy again. But I did have an update, so I checked it this morning. There was an NVIDIA update that I didn't get, so I'm hoping that's what it is.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of GPU do you have again? You have an AMD one or
no NVIDIA?
Right.
Oh, an NVIDIA update.
That's where I haven't gotten that. I
mean, I
played a little bit.
Did it reset your guys' keybinds?
Yeah, reset my controller.
Yeah, that one happened to me. Yeah.
Like everything about the update is pretty damn good, but that pisses me off. Like,
yeah,
it takes me forever.
Get it right, man. Yeah,
it takes me forever. And I do want to say, Dice, you owe me a win on my strike point record, because I got in and got right into strike point, and my keybinds were all chalked, and I went to do a quick res on somebody, and I threw a crate on their corpse, like that, and we lost a close one, and my screen was all glitchy and stuff. So that's on Dice, and they need to change one of my losses to a win to make this right. So get it going.
Thankfully, it was just the binds though. Like none of the other settings. It was only infantry too.
It moved my FOV.
Settings. Oh, I didn't check that. I didn't notice it, but
it put my FOV back to 60, like I was looking through a toilet paper tube, man.
Okay, I did play a little bit last night. I didn't notice an FOV issue, but yeah,
I believe I used to play at 60 back in the day. Oh man.
You might check it, because it's reset all of our keybinds who I play with, but it only did my FOV. I was the lucky one there.
Okay,
so I won that. Yeah, feel pretty special. Dice loves me. I won the FOV reset lottery. But that I don't know why that, like, how would you reset the keybinds? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's a bit weird.
But it was just infantry for me. It wasn't any of my vehicles.
That's all I ever play, so I don't know. I don't even set my vehicle keybinds.
I've actually been kind of maining some main battle tanks lately, having a really good time, especially on the hardcore servers.
But
it's been fun.
Yeah. What do you guys? So that's really all the issue is, and it's a first world problem. It's crash bitching because, well, I feel like it makes me more mad than like a normal person. If I step back, like it's kind of silly that I'm this mad about it. Oh, that's
true. They did do the aim.
Yeah, they reverted aim assist back to the beta style. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe that's why. Yeah.
I also saw COD was going to re-up their aim assist because everybody's mad and leaving their game.
I never really had any issues with the controller guys on Battlefield though. I didn't feel. In fact, I felt like I still had the advantage.
I mean, I play on controllers. It feels fine to me. It hasn't felt. Like
I think it's pretty balanced overall.
So from like people, isn't Tactical Brit like one of the better controller players out there?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
followed his controller guide, and
I
I
think
mean
he
that's helped me
said
a
that.
lot.
I think he said reverting it to the beta aim assist is good, and it just feels more consistent across the board. I
Yeah,
think they had like more of a fall off to where like if the person was far away from you, it would kind of stick at different levels, and this
yeah,
made it more
I
consistent, is what he said.
I did notice that it was a little bit stickier before, and then last time I was playing, it just felt much more clean, I guess is the word.
Yeah,
So
that makes
like
sense.
your aim is where you're going. It's you're not really tracking as much, at least.
Nice. Yeah. So I think overall it's really cool. It's the thing that I've said about these Battlefield updates that is really awesome. It's like we're only like 2.5 weeks away from another map. It's going to be the same, like the third uh phase of the season,
Hmm.
but it's like it's cool that we're only a couple weeks away from like another big update already. They're just on the ball with content finally, which is cool. Um, but the new map that's coming then in early December is a snow map variation of the Brooklyn map. So it's not really new playable. It's just a new snowy condition. Set the
That'll
mood
be
Yeah.
for the
that'll be fun
holidays.
though.
That'll be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that'll be good.
Make him give me a hold of Enzo, the ABI guy. Get him to put the snowy Northridge in to ABI for that. Would be so sick.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I'm excited for the weather mechanics though. That's gonna be very cool to see how that applies to a game. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be. I haven't seen anything where it says like it's not gonna be on the main game modes, or it might just be on its very specific one. From what it looks like, the quick gameplay trailer, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be like on Conquest. So, which wouldn't make sense if you have to like find in the middle of a huge conquest fight, you have to go find warmth before you die of freezing air. You
Yeah.
know,
You got like 30 players huddled in one building, like trying to stay warm and
It's-
stuff. Share body heat. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. Did you?
It's
So
gonna
what do you guys think of the new map? Buff, did you play some big matches on it, on the Eastwood map?
No, I didn't get a chance to play on it yet, actually. So I'll this weekend hopefully play
Have
I had some
on it.
TDM on it, so it was smaller scale, but
I think they just, cut a chunk. They did just cut a chunk out of the
oh,
BR
the
map.
battle royale map, yeah,
Yeah,
that's all it
that's what it
is.
looks
Which
like.
again, I thought the BR map as a whole would be a nice conquest map, but I'll take it. I think it's cool. I think it's actually really well detailed map. It really feels like it feels like a evacuated California for sure.
Yeah. I I was I'm gonna not say what I was gonna say about evacuating California. I had a pretty funny political joke there, but we'll just go on. So
Oh, is it a completely different map? Oh, interesting.
no, it's not.
And see, it all seems the same. If that's the case, then
I don't
yes.
think it's a different map. And it's our show, Chase. Like we can. It's a totally different map. I don't. Okay, well, I played Strike Point on it, and it's not different. So like, the middle part of the golf course area is exactly the same. The Eastwood part, and then
Yeah,
the
with the country club area,
the
right?
country club looks the same, and then it's got the security gates. It's like on the BR map. That's in there
Yeah,
too. Man,
I
everybody was
guess
telling me that it was just cut
if
out
it
of the
is
map.
if it is different, they didn't do enough to make it
Well, it's a lot of the same
separate,
assets for sure.
The
which is
golf course
fine.
building is the same
Yeah.
layout, but the rest of the map is different. Okay,
Okay. Cool. I guess
that's fine.
that's
I wouldn't be mad either way, as long as it's good to play on the big modes. And who cares? But
mhm.
I played where they do Strike Point actually takes place in the golf course, and dude,
Same
I
with the death match, because you know what it actually gave me, it reminded me of like being able to, with all the destruction on that the end the golf course, the golf club specifically, it reminds me of the I brought it up before, the Battlefield 3 TDM map on the roof, on the skyscraper rooftop, one of the CQB maps, but it feels like, all the hallways and stuff like that, and actually fighting in between those hallways and stuff like that, and knowing that if you hear footsteps on the other side, you could just blow open up the other wall and there's the enemy. It's fun. I had a good time. I won like 34-7 on one match. That was cooking.
Nice.
So
The I feel I'm probably the only one that plays the shit out of Strike Point, but it's
I
so
think you are.
it's so good for that mode, dude. It's so good. The new map is because it's like all interior, but I don't even know if they meant to set it up like this. There's like so many different routes to the objective, and like we already developed some different kind of strats and ways to play it with like the objective is the bar inside the golf course like main building, and like having people, we'll have somebody like push in tight and then somebody come support to cover the flanks, and then we'll like double swing around to clear the objective, and like that's a play we've been doing. And what is incredible to me that I'm just like figuring out is like how destruction fits into this thing, man. It's almost like a siege but fun and not as many cheaters. Like we started blowing up different lines of sight and changing the maps and stuff like that to open up walls and things, and it's just been like another layer of like strategy and tactics in the mode. And it's just Strike Point's so good. Listen to me out there, podcast listeners,
Everyone
video
go check it out.
watchers, please find 3 friends that have the game and take a night and play Strike Point. Get some comms going, some call outs, work together, and you will have so much freaking fun, dude. You'll have so much fun. It's just great with a group of people that kind of want to play together and win, and good comms and enjoy it. And yeah, I love it, man. I've cut some nutty clips, dude. Some sick clutches and like crazy like last second revives. And like we had some last night where like it'd be like 1v3 and I killed a guy. I ran by, defibbed my teammate. They were prone, defibbed, and the other team killed me and they didn't realize I rezzed them. And then the prone person killed the last 2, like to win the round, like
Damn.
underneath the truck. Like just it's just the craziest cool moments, and they're like constant. It's just constant like cool moments in that game mode. So I just hope they keep supporting it and keep putting it on the different maps and stuff like that. I am also kind of encouraged about the mode. They redid the UI for it. So they added indicators at the top to where it was just showing who was up and down. You didn't know if the person was downed or fully out. They added an in-between indicator on the HUD so you can see if a player is downed or all the way out. So you can see like if you need to finish bodies or whatever. But dude, yeah, it's good. The other stuff, they added the DB12 shotty and the 357 trait, so a 357 revolver, which is kind of lame. I don't, because they already have the 44 revolver, and why would you use a smaller one? I don't know. It's got 2 more shots in it, but I mean, we're head tapping people with the 44 Magnum, so I don't know what we're worried about over there. But I got some pistol clutches too, some revolver clutches going. It's good stuff. What else is going on? I think we should use this time too to talk about a little bit broader view of Battlefield and how it's doing. Guys, it actually outsold COD on console.
Yeah.
Like it did it. Like I didn't think
That's the first time I've ever seen that happen.
I
too.
think that's the first time that that's ever happened.
Yeah, I think it is.
Did it not happen for Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Damn,
Because
not
they
even
had
after
Modern
that?
Warfare or COD 4 remastered with it.
That's
so
true. That's true. Yeah.
Yep. So via Insider Gaming, I did see this on some other places. The data comes to us from the firm Circana. They tweeted it out, but the best-selling games for October 25 were Battlefield 6, by a large margin. COD's not even on here. What is this?
Yeah, it was way down there.
I don't even see it on here. That's
Which
not
is
right then.
Not surprising. No, the chart I saw, it was really low, like 24 or something, I thought. But it's not surprising, dude. The COD hype was so low, and it felt like everyone covering it was clearly being paid to do it. Like no one seemed like they were genuinely enjoying the game.
Yeah, Matt Piss
Yeah,
gets all over reports. Ranked on
I don't
dollar
know. I think
sales.
Battlefield 6 as a whole, even though it's got its flaws for sure, it's not perfect by any means. There's still a couple issues in my opinion. I think the UI still needs some work. I think we have to take the bad with the good, but it's like I don't know. It's like
Oh, there
I
it is.
now that the hype for me has kind of died down. It's like it was better than 2042, 100%, or 21 or 21, or yeah, 2042.
Yep.
But I don't know. I wanted now that we're here. I mean, I also don't like. I don't have the time to play like I used to back in high school. So, it's a different gaming experience for me.
So this is a little bit better here. I have more context. This is year to date of the top 20 games. And it's showing Battlefield 6 at the top. The reporting period though is January 5th through November 1st. COD came out.
Oh, so it didn't come out.
Yeah, it wasn't out yet. And the COD is number 7.
We probably won't see anything till maybe next month, probably.
But as
The
far
end of
as I guess,
November.
yeah, pre-orders versus launch, it did outsell, but that's still, I don't know. I would still say with that,
we'd have to wait till December 1st to really see those.
yeah, yep.
I'm also like total units sold by the end of the year should be interesting.
Yeah, it's still gonna be
and we
interesting.
still got the holidays coming up too. I bet you all more sales are coming up.
I guess let's amend the headline just a little bit, guys, and say that Battlefield has a real shot to outsell COD this year. It has a real chance of it because it's way higher.
I mean, clearly it's the better game
pre-orders and stuff.
regardless, which it always used to be. Battlefield was the better product back in the day, and then Call of Duty would always outsell. But I always thought like Battlefield, like Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 were always the better ones. Same with Battlefield 1. So, but they never outsold Call of Duty. So, if they manage to do it this year, that's great. But I mean, it's blatantly obvious it's clearly the better game. So,
yeah,
it really is.
So if you look at Steam charts though, Call of Duty, which we can only look at Steam. Last year when COD launched, they got up to almost 100,000 players. This year, it only bumped up a tiny bit to like 70,000. It only increased about 30,000 players with that launch. And dude, that's not even, like Battlefield and Arc Raiders are blowing that out of the water. So, but it is the best
in the hundreds of thousands for sure.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good lesson there. Take the headlines. It kind of leads you to think that Battlefield 6 outsold COD. With this data, COD wasn't technically out yet, so it's not apples to apples yet. But I think the main takeaways that you can say right now is that Battlefield has a shot to do it, and Call of Duty has to make some changes. And that's what we're all hoping, right? Like we're hoping that Call of Duty sees this as a wake-up call and they actually innovate, they actually build a good game. And also the thing that is super sick about this, and we'll just go right into it, this is the perfect segue. You could leave this on your 5-star review on the listing platforms of how good the segues are. What's really cool about Battlefield's success is they've also listened to us on settings and skins and gameplay and doing what we wanted, and to see that succeed is really vindicating, especially for the hosts of this show. But Buff, I think they got some skins you like over there. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, they do. So we had obviously that Ranger pack last week that came out on Veterans Day, and then this week we got the 323 operator pack, which did a video on this the other day when it came out. And I mean, I think everyone initially was complaining about some of the skins, right? Like, oh, these would be cool, but the colors, or they look too 2042-ish. And this is kind of what I would expect to see. I mean, this is like a very, very special forces Ranger type, or Delta type looking skins. It gives me like really big, Ghost Recon Wildlands types vibes. So,
oh yeah,
this is really cool. I mean, I bought this instantly, 2,400 battle coins. But again, to support the kind of stuff you want to see in the game, I think that it's kind of a must, because then they'll add similar skins into the battle passes, things like that. But this is cool pack because also, each operator isn't tied to a class. So, you're paying for it. You're getting 12 total items in the pack, including the 4 operators, and you can interchange them with all of your classes. So you can have
Oh, that's
like
cool.
yeah, so like that
Yeah.
third guy over, and I mean, I like them all, but like, you can have the same operator for all 4 of your classes. So it's really cool. It's not locked like some of their factions are locked per class. So this one is not like that. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. And again, like just very special forces
The the lore,
type
the little
group.
piece of lore right there with them on the screen is kind of cool too. It says they're like retired service members, they're retired special forces. And
Mhm.
that's how you would
Mhm.
expect like a retired operator to dress, like throw some jeans and a flannel on and then put the gear on.
Yep.
Yeah, it was the ideas like they were quote unquote like preppers, before everything went downhill. So this is like what was it? They were part of like the California resistance, and the militia. So
Oh,
they yeah, which I
like
find it
Red
funny that I
Dawn
have
kind
them
of. Is that what it is?
kind
that the
kind
Yeah,
of. I mean,
movie?
kinda,
yeah,
because
pretty
they're not
much. I
really like
mean,
an official military unit, so
yeah,
it's more like
exactly.
ex soldiers who formed a resistance militia, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So that's why all of the skins and like the little like sticker you get for your vehicles is very like pro America, like bald eagle on the tank,
Mhm.
freaking the dog tag that you get is like an etched in American flag one, um which is really cool. So all of it, even like their the 323 unit patch that they get that you can stick on is pretty cool. So all
Yeah.
of it really adds in. And then the trailer they had of like them sitting in front of the TV and then like seeing martial law, it was giving me some Division vibes a little bit for sure
And like
when they
the
get like
game Homefront
activated.
kind of came to mind too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that in a while. Yeah. Yeah. It's cool though that I chose like the guy with the actual helmet, the fast helmet as like my engineer class, and then like my support is the dude with the beard, stuff like that. So
Man, that's pretty cool. So the 323 is an area code for an area of Los Angeles. So they're named after their
yeah,
area code
yeah,
where they were defending.
yeah,
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I should buy that, huh? Just to support like these kind of skins, probably.
yeah. You got to put your money with your mouth is, and it's like it's
I'm not putting
because
money in my mouth.
you could put it in your mouth.
I'm not putting that in my mouth. How many times have you heard
Um,
that? I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Ew. uh, yeah,
it's cool
dude.
though. Overall, I like it.
This
I
show
definitely
is
want to see more
horrendous.
of it in the future.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I think. I want. Which one would I run? I didn't realize that. I thought it was like assault medic. Like I thought you had to use them.
That's how they like kind of want you to do it, but also you don't have to.
Dude,
Like clearly, assault is the one with the helmet.
yeah,
Between the lady with the hat and the other guy with the beard, they almost kind of like look the same. I was actually looking at some of their kit when I was choosing like, do I want this as an engineer? I don't want this as support. And like the guy with the beard has like less stuff on his rig while the other female has more. So it's like I guess maybe she would be more of a support role, but I don't know. It's really interchangeable. And then clearly the last guy with the flannel and the ghillie is
dude,
recon.
yeah. I think I would run that guy. Like throwing a ghillie on top of a
It's
flannel is
so
diabolical.
cool to see that. It literally it's M81 woodland camo on top of flannel, dude. Like
Yeah.
you do not blend in, but it still looks cool.
Who gives a shit? That's sick, dude. Yeah, the enemies, the invading forces would just lay down their arms out of respect for that. Like this guy's
just
wearing a
wanna
ghillie
see-
top on a flannel. I'm
Yeah.
good.
It sucks though because it is for NATO only. So I kind of I don't in the lore of Battlefield, I don't think we'll see anything like this for Pax Armada, but we might. I don't know. Maybe you might have something.
Yeah, I think the
that are
Pax Armada
aligned.
ones will just be like more government looking, but like decked out in all black with like high tech gear on. Like that's how I can see him looking pretty
Maybe
diabolical.
it's got to be.
that
I
way.
want
More
I want like a
Russian-esque
civilian
stuff.
version. Yeah, a civilian version of what uh armed resistance militia would be for Pax Armada.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. So even in Strike Point, I couldn't play as this character like all the time, but
Not all the
Yeah,
time, but
yeah, we
and
need
that's
because
the thing.
that's
I prefer the NATO skins more, you know.
same.
So
So yeah, we need good ones for packs because I was playing last night and I didn't even get to like play as NATO, and I was like, man, the pack skins suck compared to these.
yeah,
I bet they'll make because like just the default packs skins look like pretty like high tech and stuff. Look to me and like kind of darker themed and stuff. So I think they could make some really sleek, high tech looking skins for the pack side.
there's
I
like
bet.
there's like a twin sister skin pack, like the two sisters. I forgot
Yeah, I
what they
saw
were.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that
that's what
one
it's
was kind of
called.
that one was kind of cool. But then again, you look and then there's like there's a Pax Armada skin where it's the lore behind them. I think is that they used to be DJs or something like that. So it's like uh they got
Twin
some very
sister DJs
eccentric.
like Cruella.
No, like a how like a DJ with turntables
Yeah,
and electronic
Cruella.
music.
They're sisters who are like awesome
No,
DJs.
no, 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 not the sisters. There's so the
Oh,
sisters are for NATO, and it
copy.
looks cool. And then you have the Pax Armada one, which is like the DJs, and they're
Oh,
like it gets very colorful, you know. So it's just like very like almost like highlighter green with
That's
black
the
and stuff like
problem.
that.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is now there's like a huge difference between between these awesome skins and everything else in the game. So
Yeah,
they gotta get more of this type of stuff
because you
going on.
need, especially. I mean, I play a lot more hardcore anyway, so like uh visual identification of the enemy is needed.
Yeah,
Um, but then also it's like I don't want to be a rolling highlighter
right.
walking around. So it's like there's got to be, I think, just tone down the colors, make them a little bit more mute. Clearly there's a difference between what NATO looks like because they look more like a traditional soldier, and then what PAX looks like. Just tone down the colors,
dude.
which they already did once.
But that,
So
especially in a hardcore server, bright colors will get you killed. I bought the skin I always wanted in ABI because I did the battle pass and got the free coins in ABI. So I got to basically pick
yeah,
one skin. And I got that office looking one. He looks like the dude from Sicario with like the button up shirt and the slacks. He's dressed like
yeah,
an office
yeah.
dude. Because I wanted that one pretty bad. But I don't ever wear it because I've literally killed people that I could see their bright white shirt through the bushes and stuff. So I don't wear it, but I have it because it's cool. But they still have some cool skins in ABI along those lines too. But these are pretty. These 323 skins are pretty spot
The
on
fact
for.
that we're actually here talking about good skins in a Battlefield 6 game, when I was thinking like, oh great, more microtransactions and just no, I don't want more of it. And it does get kind of expensive. Like if you were to like buy the base game and then buy all these skins that you wanted, because there's a few that I'm like, oh, they'd be cool to have. And I look at the price, I'm like, that's a lot of battle coins for, and this is for me, I don't really play as much. But even as someone that did play like 12 hours a day or something like that, like it's still a decent amount of money to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
but
that?
this is if you guys remember what we were talking about months ago before launch. We were like, we did a couple episodes like our perfect Battlefield game, and this is exactly what I was saying. Is like you can do because we were talking about the live service and how Battlefield's has messed it up, hurt like terribly so far. And I said like you could do different special forces military factions, like tier 1 factions across the world as packs, like just like this. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Like you could do Navy SEALs, Delta Force, Marine Raiders, Green Berets, Spetsnaz, GIGN, like all this stuff is different factions in stores and in the battle passes. Um, that's exactly what this game needs, and that's exactly what we talked about months ago. So early in the year, could have
Yeah.
been last year. I don't even remember, but we outlined all this. So hopefully more of it to come. I'm hoping this is the first amendment because these are hands down the best skins in the game right
So we will we'll
now.
turn this on its head too, because I want to ask you this, Buff, because you had said that you're okay with some silly skins as long as there's good ones too. Are you still, do you stand by that now that we have these awesome skins with these special forces guys? If they did some silly skins, would you be like, God damn it? Or would you be like, whatever, I got the ones I wanted?
I mean, as long as there's a balance. So that's what I always said about Call of Duty is like they're doing goofy collabs, Nicki Minaj, which I don't
It
think
went
fit.
way left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think there's
Yeah, within reason.
within reason, and they already said they're going to do that. So I mean, what's silly? Are we going to get Teletubbies a la Modern Warfare 3? Probably not. Are we gonna get similar to like the colorful things we've seen and maybe some other stuff? Sure, but as long as there's a good balance and there's something there for everybody. I think the problem with Call of Duty is they just went one-sided with everything, and they had very little after Modern Warfare 2019 and a little bit in Modern Warfare 2. They had very little for like the grounded skins in the game, and as long as there's a fair balance, that's good. And it seems like that's the direction they stated is fitting the theme of the game. So I don't think we're gonna see, Teletubbies or like Michael Myers stuff, like just weird Nicki Minaj, all that crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with a little bit different skins. I think there should be something for everybody, but there needs to be something for everybody, not just something for people that didn't ask for any of it. I think is where
Yeah.
Call of Duty went.
But that I will say it was not on my bingo card that BlueTheRobot would be buying skins in 2025. Like I did not think he would be buying skins in the new
Like you said,
Battlefield,
you
but-
gotta support. I will say I posted the California legal M240 Bravo LMG in our group chat because it's just hilarious to see they went out and did something like that. And then I'm actually looking at some of the skins right now just to kind of double check. Turns out even NATO has some like kind of like it. They start to kind of blend in with the Pax Armada stuff. So like
They
the
do,
dead
yeah.
angle one is like this chick of black gear with blue on, and it's just like okay, you look more like Pax Armada now. So I would like to see more of a specific difference between the two factions, especially because past Battlefields we had countries versus countries. Now it's not really that anymore. So I guess not to piss anybody off,
Too
but-
late, mad. Sorry, man. I'm already livid.
He's so upset.
Okay. I think does it cover Battlefield?
I think so.
I think yeah, overall.
The only
Go ahead.
other thing was leaked was
yeah.
was that some new weapons that are coming. I'm not sure if it's this season or next, but Temporal did it. I'll pull it up on my end and Crash. Maybe it should be on my
that's true,
Twitter. I
yeah.
reshared it on my Twitter. So you're gonna
Okay.
get.
I'll find it.
I'm not sure when it's coming, but weapons you're gonna get. It's so season 2. It looks like you're gonna get the H&K MG5, which is the bigger brother to the M123K
Ooh,
or the
nice.
MG4. So the MG5 we saw that in Modern Warfare 2019. So the MG5 that's firing 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO. So that should be like a better M60 240L. I'm assuming. Pretty cool. Although I would have rather seen like an MG3 or an LAMG, but I think the MG5. I didn't love it, and I used it a lot in Modern Warfare 2019, but it was kind of just like not my favorite. Although it was really good in Warzone. So I'm excited to see how Battlefield does it. You also have the Bren 2, which appears to be chambered in 7.62 by 51. Or actually, you know what? It could be the 7.62
It looks like
by 39.
5.56.
I don't know. The curved mag, it could be the Russian 7.62, but we'll see what they do with that. The Bren 2, for probably a carbine, I'm assuming. Then you have the Scorpion Evo 3, 9x19, and the Scorpion VZ61, which is that
Weird Russian 9mm.
weird
Yeah.
Russian one, and
9.23 or something like that. I don't know. Or
The
then
Scorpion.
you get the Little Bird is coming, the AH-6 Little Bird coming with a bunch of weapons on it, jet skis, and then gadgets. You have some different gadgets like grenades and rocket launchers and mines and things like that. So weapon wise,
sticky grenade launcher would be nice.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So I think like the Bren 2 and the MG5 stand out to me. Little Bird's gonna be insane. I always really had a good time flying the Little Bird, but I think the two weapons, the Bren 2 and the MG5, are gonna be.
Am I mistaken in the fact that isn't the Scorpion Evo 3 usually like a really fast fire rate?
It is, yeah.
And that looks like a 9 or something.
It's a 9x19. Yep. So we saw that,
Yeah,
and
it'll be an SMG for sure. Yeah.
we've seen that in. I don't know if it's been in Battlefields before. I can't remember, but definitely Call of Duties. So I think these are good additions to the game for sure. The Bren 2 is a very, very good weapon, I think, all around, no matter what caliber they use. So it's like a better Scar essentially, no matter what caliber it is. So that'll be a good one.
Damn.
And I think the MG5 should be pretty interesting also.
The impact nade. Cool.
But yeah, I think that's all. That's everything Battlefield there. So that'll be season 2. That'll be pretty awesome. Probably, I'm assuming some more weapons on top of that too. So, but that's what we have so far, according to Temporal.
Yeah, and that jet ski data mine goes right along with the one from Insider Gaming that they made early when they said like naval combat was coming probably. So they might have jumped the gun a little on that, but way she goes. Yeah, Little Bird's gonna be crazy to watch good players rock with that, and then
And hate it, but love it at the same time.
having new guns, in Strike Point. That's all anyone really cares about. Strike Point buff.
Yeah, obviously.
I guarantee if you guys would play it with me and some homies, like we'd have fun.
I will at some point.
It's good. Yeah, it's so nice to have a Battlefield that's like good and content, and the live service is actually good too. Like it's pretty wild. So yeah, that's everything Battlefield. Next on the list, something that has drawn quite a stir in my community as well. I'm sure you guys is too. Is and it's also very interesting from an overall FPS standpoint with kind of the state of squad. Bellum is starting to roll out some tests for supporters, some closed tests and stuff like that, but as I understand, not under NDA. Blue has played it. How do you think we should tackle this topic, Blue? You just want to give some reactions on it, or what you're thinking of it, or like a quick rundown for people what it is? If you guys just real quick, I'm sorry. We did interview Karma Cut, one of the main devs and content creators behind the game. So we do have if you are a Bellum fan, if you caught that in the title and wanted to check out the show, there is a whole episode with Karma talking just this game. So we went super in depth with it. But yeah, like what do you think of it so far, Blue? And maybe like a quick rundown for people that aren't familiar with it, like elevator pitch of what the game is.
Yeah, so I mean, it's super teamwork oriented FPS PvP. We only got to play the one game mode during a playtest as well, which is just take over the area and kill everyone in sight. So it was pretty simple in terms of objective, but I will say it's one of those games where it's not like where you're playing Arma, like a mill sim, where you're doing this huge briefing in the beginning and you have to take forever to get to the actual battlefield. And same thing with Squad. Squad has a lot of those like very low moments in the start. I would say it kind of does, but to be honest, once you enter the circle, the ring of like where you're operating at, the enemy can be anywhere in that circle. So at least from our playtest, so it can go from 0 to 100 real quick. I mean, to the point where it was like, we were joking, kind of holding positions. I got to play as both I don't know what the insurgents are called, but they're like the African rebels versus the Rangers, and then it was Rangers versus the Russian faction, and both of them have their own pros and cons as well too as factions. But it's crazy how much like we were just like holding a certain area and then we hear gunshots in the background, because the audio was actually really nice. I had a really good time with the audio. Visually, I have to say it still needs a little bit of work. I think the lighting needs a little bit more post-processing. It seems a little too much baked into the environment around you, where it was kind of hard to see some enemies in the tree line, especially once they're in the shadows. If they're staying still, it's kind of tough. So fighting when there's like major tree cover, there's not really any big especially for like if you're playing as the African rebels, you had your unsuppressed AKs, or like RPDs, I think it was, or yeah, definitely some sort of belt-fed LMG, and it was, I don't know, it was like it was hard to see where the Rangers were shooting because they were all suppressed. you know, so there wasn't any big muzzle flashes, but it was very distinct in the sound. So it's like, yeah, of course, if you're the AK sound like AKs, the M4 sound like M4s, even the suppressed AKs as well too. So overall, it's like, okay, it's easy to get to know where the enemy's at in terms of sound visually. I think the map was kind of empty. They even said it that we had like a little briefing before there was 2 playtests. I got in. Oh, actually, there was 4 playtests, 2 per day. I got in on the last playtest on the last day. There was one at 1 p.m. There was another at 8 p.m. And I would say like it was pretty quick. I guess that was quick to get into a fight. As for like playing with people as well too, and just to kind of answer some questions in chat, like playing with randoms, I played with completely brand new people I've never met. Like everyone kind of like, in those creator play tests, everyone kind of like teams up with people that they know of. I was like, I want to see what it would be like to just get into a game randomly and see what it was like. And most of these guys are supporters of Karma Cut, so they already like know what it's like to be a part of a hardcore squad match or anything tactical wise. A lot of these guys are coming from like the COG servers and Arma and stuff like that, so like it was nice to have people that knew communication, that knew engagement rules, that knew tactics. It was, especially when you had a squad leader that like knew when to use machine guns and suppressing fire, and we had grenade launchers. The African rebels and the Russians had RPGs. The medics, I was a medic the entire time, because that's just like my thing. Every time I get into a new game like this, I just want to be the support role. I don't want to be like the main frontline guy. And being a medic was actually really fun. There are a couple mechanics that I know will be coming later down the line. Maybe, I don't know for sure because they haven't like said officially, but like I asked like, hey, like we need some kind of drag mechanic, because it's kind of tough trying to kill people in the middle of a firefight. And he said that a lot of that stuff is like on the list. So at least what Karma said. So yeah, I mean, it was just so far I've experienced 3 different, or I've seen 3 different factions, experienced 2, and this is a closed alpha. So it's like, he kept saying like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like this is as early as you can get. They still have so much more work to do. Like I said, the map needs a little bit more detail. It is cool though. The interiors of buildings have like occlusion as well too. So actually like hearing your voice echo and stuff like that. You can't hear the enemy, which is nice. That I think that'd be too toxic after a certain
No.
point. But so far it was overall I had a really fun time. I haven't played a game like that since Squad, man. Ever since Squad changed up their shooting mechanics. What's actually funny? I saw Moy Dog, who was actually on a playtest as well. So he put out a post about the new Ukraine faction that came out for Squad, and it was like, do you like it? Do you hate it? And then it was like, or do you? Oh, it was like another faction. I stopped playing Squad a long time ago, and like over 60% of the comments or the poll was that they were like, oh, like I don't even know about that anymore. So it's like, I think Squad is on the decline for sure. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. This is actually, so yeah, Squad V10 has been out for a couple weeks. What are your thoughts on the armed forces of Ukraine? It was like, loving the new faction. The faction was whatever. Checked out V10, but I'm just playing Squad casually. And then new faction, I'm not even playing Squad anymore. 64% out of 4. It's a small number of votes, 468 votes. I mean, it's pretty big too, but it's not the entire Squad population. But like, Moy Dog is a pretty big person in the Squad community. So
He's
like
the
for
biggest,
his community. Yeah, probably think so. So for his community to be like, I'm not even playing Squad anymore. It's like, damn, okay, all right. So what's next to take that mantle? And I think Bellum could become that game again. It was such a small snippet of what I played. I'm sure there's more coming down the line, but it's almost like and it's not going to be, it's again, it's a game for everyone, it's a game for no one. This game isn't for everyone. It's not going to be it's not going to be up to Battlefield. It's not going to be crazy amounts of shooting the entire time. There's going to be moments when you're walking and you're kind of just scanning the area as you're walking, and sometimes you'll stand there and then you have incompetent squad leaders. I think that's what kind of makes squad sometimes kind of frustrating, when you have someone that just doesn't communicate. But this game almost forces communication, which is what I enjoy in a game like this. So I think I remember from our interview with him, his idea was like to take the escalation mod from squad and basically make that into a full-fledged game, which made for, I mean, in like, what was it? Because it also, like, we had only a few lives per person as well too, so you couldn't just die, spawn, run back in,
I
repeat.
remember saying that, like, you wanted to make it to where your lives mattered. You didn't just throw yourself at the objective.
Yeah, so you would actually like hold out as much as you can, and if you're bleeding out and stuff like that. Yeah, it was 3 lives per player. I thought it was 4 from what I remember correctly, but I think it was 4 lives per player actually. So, but they could change it in the future. It probably depends on the game mode as well too. Maybe smaller sizes they might change it, but and then the weapons overall, they feel good. There's 360 rotations when you're prone, so you can kind of shoot on your back, facing behind you and stuff like that. Grenades, grenades are grenades. They work. The suppression mechanics are suppression was king for sure. Like, if you weren't suppressing the enemy, they were moving on you for sure. You had to keep them down, especially with all the foliage around. It was easy to get flanked on. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just had, again, from playing squad for many years. I mean, I don't have like a ton of hours in it, but I've played enough from like when they first introduced tanks, I think back in the day, to now. I haven't played in a while, but like I got to see the evolution of squad, and then to where we're at now. I'd rather play this for sure. I want to see where it goes in the future. We still have a long way to go. I think it's also running on, if I remember correctly, Unreal Engine 5. So yeah, it's a tough engine to work with if you don't know what you're doing, but it seems like these guys know what they're doing. So
it ran pretty well for being an alpha.
Yes. Oh yeah, dude. I was getting like for frame wise, like on my 5070 Ti, 9800 X3D for anyone wants to know, 64 gigabytes of RAM. I was getting like 80 to 90 frames just like during a firefight, like during an intense firefight. It kind of dips every now and then. Just, I think there's optimization passes that need to go through, but like a solid 80 to 90 frames. I mean, even on their channel, their Twitter, their X. I freaking hate it.
Come on, Blue.
They were showing like over 100 FPS. So, and I was running everything on like ultra, as I cranked it up as high as I could.
Nice.
And yeah, and just playing with people. You got like your squad radio on the left. If you're a squad leader, you have the other squad leaders on your right. There's VoIP for all your teammates. And some of those guys should be professional voice actors. It is hilarious to hear some of the screams that people do when they're fighting in a video game. It's so hilarious. So
that's awesome. Oh man, yeah, it'll be good to have that out and about. What are the ways, like, if someone does want to play it, some of our listeners want to play it, how do you have to get access to it now?
So you need to get the supporter edition. You can grab the support closed alpha copy on their store, playbellum.com/store. And their test sessions are the 21st to the 23rd. It's through Pacific Standard Time, so just wherever you're at, but it's 1800 PST on the 21st, 10 o'clock PST on the 22nd. And these are like open test sessions. So like you go in, join a server, play the rounds. I don't know if they're going to do the same as like do a briefing before, but Yeah, and then they got a beginner's guide over on their YouTube channel as well too, on their last video. So everything that you need to know, including like, excuse me, um, like what's the word? Disclaimers and keybinds and just general tips overall. It's all there. So
Nice.
if I had to compare the gun mechanics, though, by the way, just to answer this one thing, it'd probably be like what Squad used to be. It was realistic, but it was controllable. It wasn't like doodle arms. I was able to effectively use an AK, a basic AK, and just kind of just spray in a tree line left and right and keep it relatively simple, horizontal.
Like keep it flat from kicking.
It never really, yeah, it never really kicks. Now I haven't tried. I want to try the LMGs next because like they have their whole belt system that they added in specifically, and like you can then team up with someone else to help link other belts to continuously use suppressing fire, and maybe even do talking guns between two LMG teams. But and also I forget one of the biggest things is the UI is actually all within the game. So like you can like it's cool because it's like if you're just walking, there's no UI. But if you press like I think it was like Control T, he checks his gear and then it checks like how many more mags you have or smokes or grenades. And then if you Alt R or Control R, you check your magazine and then it would see how many ammo how much you have. And then your map is on a little like for the rebels, it's like a little phone. But for like the Rangers and the Russians, it's like the actual chest mounted um touchscreen, and then you can see mark anywhere, you can put positions there, enemy positions there, and then on your watch is also a GPS like tracking device for all factions. Yeah, so all you got to do is just kind of like I think I forgot what keybind it was, but you just hold it and then he brings up his wrist and then you can see like okay where am I looking? So
that's pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for the rundown. I'm definitely interested in it. I don't know if it's something I'm gonna like seek out and buy something off Steam and support early, but it's definitely something like when they
it's gonna
launch,
be on their own, like I had to download their own launcher as well too. They're not gonna be on Steam, so
they're not ever gonna be on Steam. But I mean, I'm just like I'm gonna watch this one until it's like to their 1.0 and then probably check it out if it's still looking good. But it's sweet. I like seeing creators like make their own games, like see people getting into that, just like doing it themselves.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got a good team around him. Plus he's got, the support of Drewski and Wendigoon as well. So
yeah, that was one thing when he talked about it on our show. It was really cool. It's like he has a vision and a direction they want to go. He was very explicit in lining out how they wanted the game mode to play, why they wanted it to play this way, and they're not just
they don't have to rely on publishers.
Yeah, and they can go for their vision and stuff and not be artistically compromised by a publisher or something.
Yeah.
So, no, it's cool. We'll definitely keep track of it here on the program. We already kind of touched on COD a little bit and how it's been struggling with that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tarkov launch. 1.0 did launch, and I know it's surprising. They had server trouble. They've only had 10 years to guess how many people would be playing the open or the 1.0, and they couldn't quite nail it down. So there were people that couldn't get into Steam for like a really long time and couldn't play
like a day and a half almost.
Oh yeah, like almost a couple days. But there was a little bit of ABI drama. Arena Breakout Infinite's always taking shots at them. And they did again for a little bit, but this one actually got like a ton of hate, and they took it down because so many people were like hating on their tweet. They basically tweeted a meme of Patrick Star, like the meme from SpongeBob where he's got a list and he crosses stuff out, and it says ABI, no cheaters, compensation, 3x3 secure container, secure case and no pay to win, and then other game nothing. It's Tarkov, and in the tweet heading they had Potato Servers X Arena Breakout Infinite check mark. So Arena,
I think that's a bad look when another company does that. As much
Yeah,
as it's funny.
they have like a history of doing this, of taking shots directly at Tarkov, and man, it's just kind of, I don't know. I wish they would just let their game do the talking. Like at that point, ABI has no doubt been inspired by Tarkov, and I mean you can say they copied whatever, but it's gone in such a different direction that it's a way different game than Tarkov outside of the gameplay loop. And I it's really in a good spot too. It's in a super good spot. It's a ton of fun, and you can experience all the game for free if you want to. And I wish they would just let that do the talking instead of taking shots at Tarkov whenever they're having server issues and stuff like that. But I'm not saying, I'm also just kind of like typical battle state. Like they had server problems on a wipe. They've done so many wipes and they always have server trouble. And
Every
like
time.
they had to know 1.0 was going to be big. And yeah, they still chalked it up, but they caught a ton of hate for this and they took it down. And then they made another tweet that was like kind of taking shots at Tarkov, and they ended up like leaving that one up. But people were not impressed with it. I think
they doubled down for sure.
I think that kind of expands their narrative that they were copying Tarkov just because they seem so obsessed with them in their post-launch marketing and always taking shots and interacting.
And if
with them
something
on
were to
Twitter and stuff, and
happen
it's
to
like,
ABI too, like, you know, then people are just gonna go like, oh, see, you made fun of Tarkov, here's karma.
yeah, I just wish they'd stay in their lane and keep.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. That's what you think, Buff? Like just stay in their own lane and do their
like you
thing.
have a good thing going, no need to to go there really.
It did. I guess if you look at the other side of it, if you devil's advocate it, they did get people talking about them, but I don't know if that's in the way you want to.
Any publicity is good publicity, I guess. So
I think that game's hanging in there okay on Steam charts. It's definitely losing some to probably our creators.
I think a lot of stuff is right now, but
yeah, there's still 20,000 people playing, and it's peaking out around 30,000 a day. So it's between 20 and 30,000 at any time on Steam. There's probably about that many on the launcher. Since I already played it on the launcher, I didn't get it on Steam.
I just kept it on the launcher too.
So there's got to be a fair amount of people that did that too. But yeah, that they could stop doing that and just break away from Tarkov and do their own thing and make their own game, and that'd be cool. I did have a couple quick shots, and I also still have not fixed the quick shot soundbite on my thing. So
nice.
I will make one myself.
Do you want me to just grab one of these guns behind me and actually shoot it?
Yeah, right out the window. There you go.
That'd be sweet. Well, you got a soundboard working. You get the quick shot sound going on there.
I'll get it on there.
I'll send that to you. I'll send it to you right now. Because I had to make it from a couple different ones. The first little quick story that I wanted to talk about that is like, dude, what are you doing? Did you see this? That Delta Force did a trailer. They have a new season coming up in Delta Force, and they completely ripped assets from Rust.
Oh, from Rust, dude! Yeah. Oh my gosh,
that's wild. So
have hundreds of hours in Rust, and I saw that's like, hey, I know that. And then the CEO posted, that was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, the CEO posted a tweet. If you guys haven't seen, or if you guys are audio listeners, he says, "Hey, Delta Force, thank you for being huge Rust fans. Please remove our assets. If you wanted to collab, you should have reached out." Because they have like a picture of like a C4 bomb blowing up some infrastructure on the dam map.
I haven't even seen that trailer. I just saw the little image from that trailer.
Yeah, and then he shows the artwork of it, and it is like exactly the same bomb that they have in Rust
from scratch. Yeah, so it's like clearly the only person that has it would be Rust. Yeah, face punch.
They said Delta Force Game has reached out and has apologized. The matter is resolved, so they probably also maybe cut him a check. But that is crazy. Like, how does How does that
But
happen?
this isn't the only time Delta Force has been on the stage, the world stage, the gaming world stage for asset stealing or like what was it, animation copying and stuff like that. Like they've done a few questionable things on top of like everyone starting to believe that they are botting their game with the player count.
They 100%
I
are.
don't know if they're still I don't know if they're still doing it right now because it just wouldn't make sense for Battlefield 6 being out, but it just makes it seem even more scummier overall. Like, and
Yeah.
it's not like it's the C4 in a trailer. Like you can't just like Google C4 and then just grab the asset and accidentally use it. Like you would need to know where to go and where to get it from and then actively place it,
Yeah, it's just
so
staying. It's just it had a recent dip because of the patch, but it's just staying at 100,000 players.
there's no way, bro. And
Like,
I was
and
actually watching someone that was like testing out. I was watching a video of like a dude's like testing out budget battlefields, and this guy came in and like his chat was just eating it up, dude. Just completely shitting on the game. Just it's like, why play this when you can go play Battlefield 6?
Exactly. Yeah, they had their window, and I don't know. The game. I
It
was
wasn't
really
gonna last
excited.
forever. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
I
if
was really
Battlefield 6
excited.
was a good game, it wasn't gonna last forever.
Yeah, I was. I mean, dude, we've been seeing footage from Delta Force since last summer, and I was really pumped for it. And it just ended up not really being what I thought it would be. It was a little bit too arcadey and stuff. It was fun for a little bit, but
Yeah,
you had
it's
AVI, and
yeah.
AVI was way better.
yeah,
I mean, it was too close to being what 2042 was with
No, yeah,
the
hero
specialist
shooter
and
stuff. Yeah,
the cheesy voice lines. The only cool part for me was that their firing range.
yeah,
Like
and the
that was one of the
gunsmith was
best
really
ones.
cool.
Yeah, and the gunsmith. So
yeah.
seeing
The specialists were just
all the
like,
sliders.
I'm over that, man. Like,
Yeah, we were completely over it. I don't know why they thought that would be the way to go. And then when the campaign for the Black Hawk Down campaign came out, it's like, oh, so you can make a grounded, realistic game, but you don't want to do it,
And on a
especially.
better engine too. Like that looked better
Yeah,
in the game.
it
'cause was a
wasn't. It
UE5.
didn't run great, that's for sure. But I mean, like, if you just focused on that instead of, because also I can't imagine what that development team would be like. Two teams working on two different engines.
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know,
I
but they're also making
dude,
that new paranormal extraction shooter game too. So
right. Yeah, I remember we covered that.
yeah, I mean,
there you go.
I guess
And
if they
they
have the
definitely
money and
ripped
the
a lot
people,
from Battlefield too. Obviously, I don't know if it was direct assets, but that's clearly
yeah,
2042
it
is
was
where they got
close enough. Oh yeah, then they there was like a screenshot of like what I
Right
forgot
from
what was it
Battlefield, something
from Battlefield. Yeah, they just cropped it to cut out
Yeah.
the logos. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just scummy stuff like that has happened from this is a 10 cent company, right? This is under
Yeah.
10 cent.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's overall it's just, it doesn't make me want to support these guys as much as I already wasn't really supporting them to begin with.
Yeah, I think if the game were
you know.
better, I would have been more into it, but my excitement for it died off pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
I did want to talk also quickly about Stalker 2. With that new update,
Yeah.
it looked pretty cool.
Yeah. 1.7.
I know you weren't feeling it as much, but yeah, 1.7 had a big patch that adds a mega hard mode, and the headline says it makes hiding in bushes meaningful. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, it's I forget, such of an I forget the name of it, but it's supposed to make it almost like just hair pulling type of stalker gameplay that people love. They love the masochist vibe of stalker sometimes, and I'm just like, not me. But it seems like they fixed a lot with a life.
So,
The faction warfare is really cool. It definitely, they brought in, it was originally from Clear Sky, was the faction warfare, that like you could basically wipe out an entire faction in an area, and or they would fight themselves, and then that faction would come in and take over that certain area. So it's like it makes the world feel a lot more alive. And then on top of that, you have the PlayStation players now getting into the game with the PlayStation 5 release. So they're getting PlayStation's getting a better Stalker 2 than what everyone else did, for sure.
Yeah, that's a big it's a big update. There's a ton of patch notes, but the highlights are improved A life, the master difficulty and expedition mode. Like you said, the
Expedition,
faction,
that's what it is. Yeah.
faction warfare stuff, NPC vision and combat update, inventory and equipment stats update, new anomalies, controller aim improvements, immersive mode, light rainy weather scenario. And then like, yeah, there's just a massive list of fixes and optimizations and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then I saw they announced that their next like content DLC is going to come out sometime early next year. So they're working on like actual new content for the game pretty soon too, like a DLC.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the multiplayer stuff, but you know, I don't think that'll come out anytime soon. They literally, like, that's what the pre-order was. You got the skins for the multiplayer section. I want to play some TDM. I want to play some. Like the gunplay is fine to me. I actually like it. So it's like I want to see what that looks like, because they had it in, like I said, in other older Stalker games. So
Yep.
Yeah.
And then something else funny Stalker related. He said a couple days ago, Russia added Stalker dev GSE to its no list of undesirable organizations. It says Stalker 2 promoted Ukrainian narratives and aggressive Russophobic content. It's kind of funny.
Dude, I don't know. It was weird. The whole, like, because I get it. There's a war going on, but also the place where Stalker takes place is is Soviet era. So what they did was just, especially what they did in the older. I haven't really known too much about Stalker 2, but I know in the older, they re-released all the older Stalker games, and they just got rid of all the Soviet stuff and just replaced it with different things, just to be like a middle finger to Russia. But it's like, dude, that was the past. This is like, it just seems kind of like childish. But I don't know. I'm not at war, so I can't tell them how to feel in that situation. So
Yep. The other thing, so the last thing I had, the quickest shot, the final one I had to talk about was there was some stuff leaked for Far Cry 7. And what it originally sounded like sounds amazing, because the last Far Cry I put any time into that I liked was 5. What they said in this Far Cry, some of the leaks had said that it was going to be a PvE extraction shooter that takes place in Alaska, and the wildlife would be the E, and that would be sick, I think, because Alaska would be gorgeous. Have like moose and grizzly bear and wolves and stuff. Would be awesome. But there's some images that posted kind of look a little bit different. They don't really look like Alaska. So and also I don't know how this stuff happens. It said Far Cry, the game GPU is the one that tweeted these new data mine images, and it doesn't really look like Alaska. So something's amiss here. But the Far Cry 7 details have reportedly leaked via game files from XDefiant. Why were there Far Cry 7 files in XDefiant game files? I don't know. But yeah,
someone accidentally moved the folder, I guess.
some of the images look weird. The Insider Gaming article says one image from the 3 does stand out from the rest, though. The Beckett family, as reported in the past, Far Cry 7 will have 24 real-life hours timer, 72 hours in game to rescue their family who have all been kidnapped. It's not entirely clear how much of the game has changed, but at least at the time of this writing, this somewhat controversial gameplay loop is still within the game. So you'll have to try to save a family in 24 real life hours. guys, I gotta call into work. I'm gonna try to beat the campaign. Like that's pretty wild. But I just, the thought of, even if it's not true and those images look a little weird, even if it's not true, the thought of an Alaskan extraction shooter sounds amazing. I'm just gonna say it. That's all I think.
I'll take it.
So yeah, that's all I had. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I think we got it all.
Yeah,
we rolled through it.
I think we did it. I think we did it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to talk about what we want to do next week with the holidays. If we with Thanksgiving, because I'm gonna be out of town. But
Yeah,
for the
Yeah,
day
I
of,
forgot,
so maybe
yeah.
me too. I forgot a little bit too. There's a shot I could do like a Wednesday show or something if we wanted to get something out next week.
Yeah, I think I may. I probably won't be available Wednesday.
We'll we'll just
talk
keep
about
up. We'll just keep up comms with Blue Buff and I. We'll try to figure something out, and we'll let everybody know via X and my Discord as well. So follow us on X and hit up our Discords, and we'll let you guys know about a show or not next week. Because I think I'm gonna be leaving for family sometime Wednesday, but we could crank a show before I left, maybe. Or,
maybe Tuesday. We'll see.
yeah, maybe Tuesday. I don't know if there'll be enough content or whatever. We'll see what happens over the weekend news wise, and
yeah, hopefully something blows up in the gaming world. We'll see.
some drama. We need more drama.
We'll talk about drama.
Yeah, we need more drama. We'll just do a super political episode. That'll be great.
There you go.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help the show out, a lot of free ways to do that. Be a friend, tell a friend to bring someone back with you next week. Also, share this around, leave a thumbs up on the video, and a 5-star review on the audio platforms helps a bunch. Thank you guys so much for that. If we don't talk to you, you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving. I'm very thankful for Blue and Buff for doing this show with me, and for you guys that watch and listen around the globe. Very, very, very thankful. So you guys take care. Godspeed, and we'll see you on the next one.